I guess I know with all that's true, 'cause you got me, baby, I got you, babe. I've got you, babe. I've got you, babe. I've got you, baby. Let me know since that song. Give it a shout out next week's Love and Hip Hop Miami review. Now, speaking of shouts out, let me give a shout out to two people. Not on last week's episode, but the episode before that, I did my Love and Hip Hop Miami review. And the song that I was singing was Selena. If I Could Fall in Love. And my girl Holly D Jones got that correct. So shouts out to Holly and Miss Shopaholic, darling. And shouts out to both of y'all. Thank you for the compliment, Miss Shopaholic Diva. I appreciate you, darling. Okay. Now I did not get the chance to review last week's episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami, but to be honest, it wasn't much that happened besides A Hollywood coming to Amara's event, but he didn't know it was Amara's event. Juju was on last week's episode, and basically she was talking to Amara, talking about the whole Afro-Latina thing, black, dark-skinned woman, with Latino culture, etc., etc. Young Hollywood showed up, and, a photographer came and basically showed different photos of Amara in different wigs. Steph was there. Steph was just like, yo, I like the wig the best. Young Hollywood was like, I don't. Amara finally came in, and, he finally officially apologized to her in a proper way. He pulled her off to the side and apologized to her, which is what his ass should have did from the very beginning. I still don't like him, though. I still don't fool with him. I still don't rock with him. But like I said, it's important for people like Young Hollywood to be exposed and to be on this kind of show. Because it really shows how people, who are whitewashed, think. And the industry in general. He was telling the truth on how the industry is. He should have never told her to that, being another person of color, knowing better, or he should know better, and know that beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes and shades, and to know that talent should discount everything. And she is a beautiful woman, whether she has an afro or a blonde wig on, and so that's simply her choice. So tired and through and exhausting. What else happened? Bobby Blue Lights, and that walk when he came in pooching into Malik's party and done slapped Jeffrey up one good time. I was totally here for that moment. Jeffrey definitely deserved that. I probably would have hit him one more time, just one more, just in case he didn't feel it, the first time. Because it was just totally disrespectful and rude and nasty. Like, you cheating on Bobby all across the TV. And you think you ain't gonna get popped? I don't know. It was just a mess. And Malik think he's so much better than Bobby because Bobby is more flamboyant than he is, when really he just hating on Bobby because Bobby's living in his truth and Malik is scared to live in his. And so it's just a whole mess. Let's just get straight into this review, darling. Okay, you see that, Malik? That's a snap. That's what the kids do sometimes. Okay, so what is going on? Hold on, I'll call you back, love. On this cute old video. Okay, so, anyway, let's see. What happened? What is going on? So Bobby, he meets up with Miami Tip, to talk, and, they're friends. I don't know what Miami Tip looks like. Y'all tell me in the comments what y'all think Miami Tip looks like. I can't quite put my finger on it, what she looks like. It's some kind of character. I don't know. It's something, darling. But anyway, Bobby's talking to Miami Tip, and she was just like, yo, you genuinely, like, you honestly need to apologize to Jeffrey for putting your hands on Jeffrey. If you want your man back, you need to apologize to him. And Bobby, he just sitting there. He's just like, you know what, Miami, you're right. I really do need to apologize to Jeffrey. I never put my hands on him. Yada to the yada, whoop to whoop. Meanwhile, we got Jeffrey on the other side of town, acting like he's Muhammad Ali, punching the walls, getting upset, getting belligerent, and he just feels like totally disrespectful, totally disrespected by the fact that Bobby put his hands on you. Now, if you didn't do anything, Jeffrey, I would be totally here for you. And normally, I'm totally against violence, like Love and Hip Hop is. But you deserve that hit, Jeffrey, and more. The way that you did that, boy, just openly cheating on, just didn't even care nothing about your relationship. That was wrong. Whether y'all was done or not, whether y'all relationship was over or not. The proper way to do things is to officially break it off with that person and then start messing with people. I don't understand these folks who just still be in a relationship, a marriage, whatever, but they still go on and cheat just because they done had an argument or they're on the outskirts of, that particular situation. You still need to officially break that situation off until you move on to somebody else's bed. Why is that so hard for people to get? Whatever. I just got morals. That's all. Whatever. It don't mean that. So he's just totally focused on that, and he's upset about that, and his friends was just like, Jeffrey's friends was like, so what's T? Like, what is you trying to do with Malik? He was just like, we just figuring things out. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. I want to send my condolences to Gunplay. Apparently, Gunplay's brother passed away. He died to gun violence in Miami. And certain parts of Miami is really rough. Just like in certain parts of anywhere, any state that's really rough. But I want to send my condolences out to Gunplay for his brother passing away. That scene kind of touched my heart a little bit. So yeah, rest in peace to him. So Steph and Veronica. Steph had some video shoot or whatever for whatever song. It's not gonna come out. She meets up with Veronica. Veronica meets up, and they talk. And Steph is just like, so basically JoJo went back and said what JoJo went back and told Amara what we said about her, that we was talking about her when we wasn't. Y'all was, but anyway. And Veronica was just like what? Like, what's really going on? Like, why would JoJo go back and said that we was talking crap about her and all that kind of stuff? And Veronica just can't believe that JoJo would do that, and she thought they was cool. And no, but you was cool with JoJo as long as she participated in the mess when y'all was talking about Amara. You was cool with her then, Veronica. But the fact that she ain't for the mess and she actually stands up for something, you got a problem with it. So Veronica actually met up with JoJo to talk about it. It was basically just a pissing match on who's harder, who's the hardest. And JoJo wasn't backing down to her. It was just like, look, I wanted to let Amara know that she got some fake friends. Y'all really ain't that woman's friends. And Veronica was just like, well, that's not your place to say that. You've been knowing me no longer than you've been knowing Amara, and there's no reason why you should say that. You should have had my back more than anything. Why are you starting trouble? Apparently Amara told JoJo that Veronica said that she couldn't hang out with her because she was too bougie, yada to the yada. JoJo expressed to Veronica that she's a millionaire, and that if she was to put her hands on her, it would cost her money. And that was a cute little line, JoJo, but you're not a millionaire, JoJo. Your father is the one with all the money. Therefore, if he cuts you off, you don't have a damn thing. I don't know why these rich kids don't get that. Your parents is the one that's wealthy. They got the money. If they cut you off, you ain't got nothing. So I mean, unless you done saved or invested or whatever this whole time. But other than that, you ain't got none, child. And so, the classic Love and Hip Hop, JoJo throws a drink on Veronica. Gets her real good on the shoulder. Veronica gets up like she's gonna do something, and I'm just sitting here looking. I'm like, y'all surely got no class, because Veronica put her legs and feet all up on the table. They was out in public at a restaurant, and she got her legs and heels all on the table, and I'm just like, who is this trap rat? It's, oh Lord. Child, what I tell you, I told y'all Scrappy was coming back on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I knew he was gonna come to Miami. I knew it, because he was talking about it when he was in Atlanta. He done broke it off with the Bambi. I don't know what the Bambi's doing, but Scrappy done pooched on back to Love and Hip Hop. He's on Love and Hip Hop Miami, child. He's talking to Shay in her bad wigs. I don't know what this blonde wig was. I don't know, child. She be using that gots to be gel. Glue them wigs down. They gots to be real gel. The Cheryl Lynn gel. Gots to be real. Got to be real. She be gelling them things down. I say, Father God. But anyway, Scrappy just shows up at the club, talks to her. Shay, you know, I've never been so hurt by a man but like Scrappy. But you're sitting there talking to him, child. Scrappy, he was just like, you know, I want to know what's going on with you, and I just hope that Shay don't fall for the BS. It's not like Pleasure P is so much better, but he's actually the same. But don't fall back for Scrappy's shenanigans. Shay, you're gonna end up getting hurt again. The situation is different, but the man is the same, darling. I promise you. Child, Trina and Joy. Joy is apparently the best hairstylist in Miami, according to Trina. There's no receipts to that. It's just according to Trina's, you know, out of her mouth. Joy is also her cousin, of course, just like Bobby is Trina's cousin. Trina definitely treats Joy a lot better than she treats Bobby. I'll say that. So they're talking and everything, and then Dawn comes in. Did y'all notice Trina's face when Dawn comes in? I don't think she likes Dawn. I don't think Trina likes Dawn. For whatever reason. But Dawn is messy. She's always in mess, and she's tired and through. So, you know, Trina starts to talk to Joy about the whole Trick Daddy thing, and she was just like, look, you really need to talk to Trick and what's going on with that. Joy apparently did not tell Trina that she came over to the house. Dawn works with Trick Daddy, so she was already at the house. You know, Joy came in, and her and Trick got into it, yada to yada. Trina was just like, look, well, I have to do this club appearance like always, and you know, Trick Daddy's gonna be there, and how about me and Dawn come and mediate? But Joy, you and Trick Daddy need to talk about this whole situation. Trina and Trick Daddy, Joy and Trick Daddy was together for 4 years, and they still technically married, I think, but they're separated, whatever. Trina and Joy, Trina ended up going to the club, performing her new song called The Real One or something like that. I kind of like it. Trick Daddy came in. Joy and Dawn was there. Trick Daddy quickly exited stage left. Right after they talked about their TNT album. Joy, Trina and Trick Daddy is doing a collaboration album, which I think is going to be dope. So he walks off when he saw Joy. They go behind stage to talk. Joy was just like, yeah, so we really need to talk about this and talk about what's going on. Trick Daddy was just like, look, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of y'all ambushing me. I'm tired of everything. Joy, what do you want? Joe was just like, you know, I just want... Mona, what's the script? I just want out. That's what I want. Trick Daddy was just like, you ain't gonna never find another man like me to treat you like I treat you. And so she was just like, yeah, man, but I just want out, yada to the yada. Trick Daddy ended up getting up and walking away, but of course, this is not going to be the end of Joy, because this is Trick Daddy and them storyline. And Trina's storyline. Because she don't have her own storyline, because she didn't want to reveal her own tea. So she's creating a storyline through her cousins. Smart move. But, you know, we'll get to you sooner or later. The longer you stay on the show, Trina, your real life is going to get exposed. So I hope you're ready. Let's see. Gunplay, you know, he's back on allegedly drugs allegedly. Since his brother died. And we as men, we don't really talk about a lot of things, and we hold everything inside, or we cope with hard things in our life through drugs or alcohol, or whatever it is, food, violence, whatever it is, and women too. Some of us are very closed off and don't really talk about our issues. But if you're gonna you need to find a constructive way to get out your anger. Put it in music or something. Don't turn to drugs or anything. But Gunplay is really kind of going through it right now. He actually had a scene with Scrappy Gunplay. And they're talking and have a conversation. All of a sudden, this big, huge security guard looking dude come in with the kitties, child. Hello Kitty and Goodbye Kitty, the mother and daughter duo. I don't know why Love and Hip Hop Miami is trying to push these two man-made creatures on us. But these girls are not attractive to me. I'm only talking crap about them because I feel like they think they're better than people when they're not. They look ridiculous. The things in their cheeks, in their bodies, and is they escorts? Like, what is it about these mamas that want to live through their daughters, that they go out and get surgeries to look just like their daughters and things, and just try to live through them? And you comfortable with your daughter being a thought? Like, did you want to raise a thought? Like, thought you want your kids to be better than what you is. Hello Kitty. No, the daughter's Hello Kitty, the mama's Goodbye Kitty. Cause she's tired and through and need to give that cat up. Ain't you tired? And them another ones. I don't even think the mama black. I think the daughter's half black, but I don't even think the mama black. And then she say nigga within 2 blinks of a second, child, just like Veronica them, just whatever. That's what y'all men like. Some of y'all man-made. You might as well go out and just get a blow-up doll, cause that's what they look like. So anyway. He brings them in, and Scrappy all up on them. The girl, Goodbye Kitty, the mother, she is friends with Kiara, which is Gunplay's woman. She mentioned, where is Kiara? He ended up walking out. He was just like, I ain't got no time for that, for her to be bringing up Kiara like that. And I don't want Kiara to think I'm out cheating. No, but she know you out smoking, so. So Gunplay leaves, and Scrappy and the big security guy ended up doing whatever they wanted to do to those two felines. Let's see, child. Bobby, he set this whole thing up for Malik. No, he set it up for Jeffrey. Excuse me. He set this whole thing up for Jeffrey. Tic-tac-toe 3 in a row, I love you, by the stripper pole, and I'm sorry. And Jeffrey came in. He was looking good now. He's all white. He was crisp. Bobby was just like, oh my gosh, Jeffrey, I'm so sorry, and I really wish that you would accept my apology. And Jeffrey was just like, you my boy, I accept your apology, but I would never forget, and we can't be together. Bobby's so brokenhearted. He crying all out on the seat, and I was laughing the whole time because I just didn't believe it. But he's just crying and upset, and Jeffrey ended up walking off, child. I say, Father God. Meanwhile, we got Malik on the other side of town. Malik wanted to explain to Prince, another queen, allegedly, that what was the whole thing going on with Bobby, and Prince didn't understand. He was just like, yo, what's going on? What happened with you and old boy? Malik was just like, look, I'm a queen. I was with him. And Prince was just like, I mean, it's no big deal, man. I mean, you're cool. And, Malik was just like, look, I deal with straight people. That's what I do. I deal with straight people. And I don't want to mess up my connections. And Prince was just like, don't be ashamed to live in your truth. And it is hard out here. But, just live in your truth and just be you. And the people that are meant to be there in your life, they will. The people they won't, they won't. Boom, bam, kick, cat for you. Prince was just like, yeah, I feel you. I do understand what Prince is saying, what Malik is saying. And and where he's coming from with this, but I just don't feel anything for Malik because you knew that Prince, you knew that Jeffrey was with somebody, but you didn't care. You still laid down on your back and had that man do what he do to you. And you knew that Jeffrey had somebody and you didn't care. Forget your old feelings about Jeffrey. That relationship is gone and dead and tied, dead and gone. T.I. and Justin Timberlake. There was no reason for you to open your legs and let that man enter you. Okay? Well, knowing that he had somebody. That's just wrong and disrespectful. It's the same thing with Annalise on Love and Hip Hop New York. If she want to disrespect her husband and cheat with whoever, that's her business. But the fact that she told you she was married still and still living with her man, Rich Dollars, but you still chose to enter that lady or new lady, because I say she used to be something else, child. But allegedly, but you still decided to enter her, knowing that she was in a whole relationship and you didn't care. So I don't feel bad for you, Malik and Rich. Tied and through. So yeah, Malik, he had a scene where he talked to Jeffrey and he crying all on his shoulder again, and it's so funny. He thinks he's so much better than Bobby. When he was talking to when Malik was talking to Prince, he was just like that thing showed. He was like, "You mean Bobby? See, Prince know the kids. Prince know us." But talking to that thing like you so much better than Bobby. Malik, you ain't better than Bobby, child. Sitting there crying and sobbing all on Jeffrey's shoulder, saying, it's a big step in his life. It's hard for him to come out and yada to the yada and whatever. I don't like you. You're disrespectful. You tried it. You need to apologize to Bobby. Apologize to the world for being a whore. Like you so much better than Bobby because you hang around straight people like Prince. With that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki with Google Plus. Follow me at ItsKingsWorld, Instagram and Twitter. At ItsKingsWorld89 on Snapchat. Chase King was here. Chase King, not Chase King was here no longer because they tried me. Somebody reported my page. Some damn haters. That's fine. You can't keep a good wench down. So it's Chase King. Just simply Chase King, my actual name on Facebook. So yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. But anyway, all my social media moments will always be in the bar below. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.